So, in today's episode, we're just going to continue with our app. So, today we have one doctor. So, yesterday we had a number of doctors. As we said, every day it filters and returns the number of doctors for that very day. So, in our previous episode, we went ahead and worked on the transactions on the doctor's side, and they were looking great. We added here functionalities whereby a doctor can change the status, can add a link, and so many other things. So, in today's episode, we want to look at the user perspective. So, last time what we saw is that a user can click on any of the time, and then this will take to the doctor's page where eventually a user can book an appointment with that specific doctor, and the doctor can log into their accounts. They can be able to work on that appointment, which eventually of course will make them money. That's the purpose of the app. So one thing that we want to add is upon making the booking, we want to add more things. So right now when you make a booking, and by the way, we're just going to add a loader. So we should just add probably loading, something to do with loading. Let me just work on that. So we can just definitely add a loader. So within the app and the loading, you can add even different places. But I will just like adding one here, a loading.tsx. So you say loading.tsx and just say RFC. You can just say RFC. Just like this, and then we can just make this a loader, and you can just go ahead and find, there are so many loaders we can try, but I'm just going to add a simple loader saying loading. Okay, just even if you add only this, will be enough. Every time we have a loading, we always just have that. Just refresh this. Okay, just refresh. Okay, so you saw that it was loading. Okay, so now we have this. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, and the person can just go ahead and select 19th, Wednesday, June 19, and they can choose this. And if they try, they will just be prompted to create, an account. It will have to first check if there is any user. If there is no user, this person will be prompted to first log in. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and sign up, and then we'll go ahead and create a user that we're going to use. So I'm going to click on sign up. And if you remember in our app, just to show you something small, if you just go to the Prisma here and look at this, we have this user, which is the patient, admin, and the doctor. Remember, these are the roles. So we shall use these roles to render differently the admin and the user, and so on and so forth. So here I'm just going to go ahead and just go and say use a fake filler. Okay, and I'm just going to keep these things here. This one I'm just going to keep it as password, and then this email. So let me copy this email. I can just go to Mailinator. So just going to open this for the meantime. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and paste this. I think this is the one. So if the someone sends the email, so I want also to add here that this was the password, just like this to remember. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, Anna Morrison. I'm just going to go ahead and sign up. Okay, so you can say user created, or you could just say account created successfully, and then we'll be routed to the login. Just wait. No, most to say if on the local host, this takes a bit. Okay, so we just go to verifying the account, and then this is here. So hey, and registering on blah blah, and here is the code. So you can just copy this code. I'll just go ahead and just paste this here and submit to verify. Okay, so it has been verified. Now we just go here. So the email, sorry. So here just going to go ahead and add this email. And just go here, just already forgot the email. Okay. So this is this. This was this, and then uh, so what? I'm just going to. So here, just going to go ahead, and you can just see dashboard, and it's loading, and this is the user. Okay. So if this person goes ahead, now if we refresh this page, this user will be now logged in. Okay, and they just go ahead now book another day, 15th, like Saturday, and we has all this. You can check on Sunday to show that they change. So you can just put back on 15th. Let's book 1 p.m. Okay, so let's move on. So what we want is upon booking, first of all, as we are on this tab, we can just go to this page. We want to send one more mail. So if we go to this page up front doctors page, we have where we're doing all these number of things of doctor ID, blah blah. So we have all these doctor details. This is where we have all our forms, and you see this is what creates the appointment. If you look at this, okay, this is what does the appointment. So when this appointment is created, what we want is on submit, we just have this create appointment. Okay, so what we want is on this, we want to send an email more so to the doctor. want to send an email to the doctor, stating them that there is a new appointment, and if possible, they should just log into their account, and then they make, or they work on this email, on this appointment, to either verify it or to accept this, and they add also the meeting link as fast as possible. And when the meeting link is added and on the update, you also want to send an email to the user or to the patient that the appointment has been confirmed. So log in and to check or something. At least should send them an email to tell them something. So we need to now, after this appointment has been created, here, okay, when this appointment has been created, so you can see we create the appointment here. So before we return this, we need just to use now here to send the email to the doctor. And I think there's someone on YouTube who suggested, who said we should send the emails, and it is a good thing. We need just to send the email, to notify the doctor that there is a new appointment. Even when the app might be having reminders, sending this to the email direct would be give more comfort to the doctor. Okay, so how are we going to send the email? Already we have the sending logic. So here I'm just going to go to the users. So upon registration here, you remember that we are actually, I think it is here on the users, more so on the create user. This one, upon creating, we doing a number of things. And one thing let's first get is this resend key. So you can just get this resend key. I'm just going to simply create, copy this. And then let's bring it to the appointments. I'm just going to put it as number 1 on top here. So I will copy some few things. This resend key, you could just define it outside. It has no problem. You can still access it. And then, of course, import resend from resend. And then down here, we need to get these things for, there is no token this time. So we have the link text, we have the message, and then we have this, the one that sends an email. This time we won't even send the link. Okay, so I'm just going to come here. I'm just going to go ahead and just cut this, I guess. Let me just also take in this, add even the first name, I guess. We might just need that. Okay. I'm just going to copy and then maybe remove all this. Okay, so after this appointment, there's some things we need to work on. So I'm just going to paste this. We might just need either the doctor name, and just say here we need maybe the doctor name. Okay, we don't need to do this. We need the doctor name. We need the link, and then we need the email template. We need the email template, from which we're just going to use. 2, we need the email of the doctor. So the doctor's email. So you can just come here, the doctor name, const doctor mail. Okay, we also need that. The message, you're going to get the message, and then the subject is new appointment. Okay, new appointment. Okay. Now just get the template. So if you just go down here in the components, this is why we have emails. There is why we have this email template. And there is also welcome email. So I'm just going to duplicate this. Just paste. I'm just going to call this one as new appointment. New appointment. And inside here, I'm just going to give it a name. Instead of saying email template, export default email template, I'm just going to give here, just like this, new appointment email, new appointment email. Okay, new appointment email, and then we have here these the props. You can just paste this one here. Okay, so we have the base URL. Great. So this one, let's see, we want the first name. Maybe uh, we don't need this. We need the, I think the link is going to be a string this time. We need the link text and then the message. So let's just go inside here. This one is going to be the link itself. And I don't think it needs does it need the link text? We just simply need the link. Maybe even the link, we could just only pass in the, um, anyways, I just leave the link. Okay. And then this is going to be the preview. I'm just going to pass in the subject instead. A subject. And here I'm also going to pass in this subject. And then this subject on the link text subject. Okay. Title. So you're just going to look for the message. You're just going to say you have a new appointment. You have a new appointment. So hey, first name. So there is this button. Okay. The security log. I'm just going to go ahead and remove this. They just going to focus on this, and inside the button we're just going to add, I think, like a link or sort of. So we just add a link, and then we can just say href. We add link, I guess. Is this href? And then here is view the appointment. So you can just go ahead and just view the appointment. Then here we have the message. uh, I'm just going to add this as brief as possible, just like that. Okay. You can just like add the logo, something, whatever you want. We're just going to make sure this one is as brief as possible. Okay. Okay, so here we just want these things. If I go back to, I think, in here, I'm just going to say here, new appointment email, just like this, new appointment email. Okay, so first name, this one instead, if you hover here, it has first name, it has link and subject. So here is a link. Just going to say here const link. Okay, we're just going to generate the link from here. Just end this here. First name is going to be the doctor first name or something. So here just going to say doctor, what we are calling here first name. The link text is it here just going to pass in the subject. I think we don't know, we also don't need the subject. I'm just going to remove the subject. I'm just going to simply go and add this new appointment. Sometimes you don't need all these unnecessary props. This new appointment. Just remove this. Okay, the preview is going to be new appointment. So we have now one about a few errors. So if you look at these appointment props, let's look at what is inside appointment props. So we have appointment date, first name, first. So these are patient details, and one thing is patient ID, status, and so on and so forth. There is one thing about the doctor is this doctor ID. So you could just first find the doctor. The only thing I think we need a couple of things, a few things, anyways. A You could just first get here, the doctor. So as soon as you reach in here, you can also first find the doctor. So const a doctor is equal await a Prisma client dot a. So we have doctor profile, and we also have the user. So the name and the this we can just get them from a user. You don't need to fetch from this huge gigantic. You can just also from the user, and then a dot a find unique. So here you can just find unique, and then we could just go ahead and just pass in where ID. So here just say where. Let's going to say ID is equal to, sorry, to a doctor ID, which is going to be from the data dot doctor ID, just like this. So we get this doctor, and we can just get the first name from the doctor. So we can just say doctor a dot a doctor dot first name, I guess. From this we have the name. So just going to send the whole entire name. Okay, and then the email, we say doctor dot email. Okay, okay, so that is great. Mm, so here the email is the doctor email. Okay, just like that. And here I think is because the string, let's give it by default. Just have this. Okay. Mm, appointment. So send mail. So one thing is just going to construct is the link. So to construct the link is okay. I just go and for this, I think now it is okay. So if you logged in, you know that we have the appointments, the doctor appointments located in the dashboard. Sorry, we have a dashboard. We have, for instance, doctor, and then you have the appointments. If we went to that, we could just see the doctor appointments. This page is not yet protected, of which we will just do in the coming videos. So we have the doctor appointments and and I think, are we going to get our doctor's appointment? Are we fetching them by ID? We might not be able to find them actually. Okay, we have these ones. We need to actually be specific to this specific doctor. We're just going to look at that. But what I just want is to say that the past an appointment is something like this. Okay, so the past appointment is something like this. So I'm just going to copy this. Okay, I'm just going to copy that and the doctors. Here where we put the link, sorry, we're just going to put this backticks and then put this. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is this first one, the localhost is going to be the base URL. So you could just say const base URL, const base URL is equal to process dot env dot a next a so we could just like use the next auth URL. Okay. I don't know, does next auth URL change? We could just go and just create next public base URL and then you use that. But if you just hover this next auth URL is I'm just going to create another one, the one that you can rely on, because this one you can't use it on the front end, just in case you want to use it. So I'm just going to go to the env and create another one. I'm just going to create another one called next public base URL. We have it here, next public base URL. Copy this and then go back here in the appointments and just going to go back, remove this and add this. So after getting this is what you're just going to use to prefix on this, depending whichever environment you're in. So this one's going to be dollar base URL, just like this. Okay. Dashboard, doctor appointments view, and then here we just need the appointment ID. So this one is going to be dollar a new appointment. So we just need to get new appointment dot ID. Not new appoint this new appointment. This new appointment dot ID, something like this. So this one will just generate our link, and then this one will be sent to the doctor. You know, why you can view that appointment. Okay, so the message is going to be different. Just going to go here and just ask ChatGPT to write for me, create for me a brief message. Create a brief, like 60 word, okay, 60 words email that tells a doctor that he has a new appointment. You should click the button to view it. You should click the button to view it, to approve it. Okay. Okay. So here you can see, dear doctor. Okay. You have a new appointment. Please review and approve it by clicking the button below. And you can see here is a subject is new appointment approval needed, which is nice subject here. And also this side, in this side, and I don't know if the message you could also hard code it. Really, it is up to you, I guess. But we are doing this just like to give a possibility of reusing these templates. Like this is gonna be a doctor template and so on and thing. And then the button is going to be approve appointment. Okay. The template, just going to go here to the button, and you can just say here maybe view and approve or something. But uh, that's it. Dear, maybe doctor, we just need to add this to their name. Okay, just like so. Um, okay, so now everything looks good. Everything looks good. We have their names and everything. So should be able to send this, and they should use this to go on and view everything. Okay. So just go ahead and proceed to making a this booking. Okay. Okay, so if we click on this, please select time. Let's just select one. So just go here whereby we have this. So remember we had this person who logged in. Now I didn't capture their names, but there was this email we sent to them. So it was this, which so there's one of the names is called Anne. So we're just going to go back this side here. I'm just going to see here the names is Anne Morrison. So first name is Anne Morrison. Phone number, just going to add. So just going to place this, but then the names Anne Morrison. Okay, and just going to go ahead and the email is this. Okay. Let's just say they are just like female or something like that. Date of birth, just going to choose to maybe something like 93 August 26. Now let's go next. I'm just going to go here where you have your location. And your location is maybe East California or something. I have no idea. Occupation is hairdresser. Okay, reason for visiting is I have sleepless nights. Sleepless nights. They have medical documents. We can add a medical document, something that is really small. Okay, just something like this. Upload. And we can now complete the appointment. Okay, I just go ahead and just say complete. I please wait, and it is doing all the stuffs that we told it, sending the emails, blah blah, and doing all those nice things. Okay, so appointment created, it redirects to the dashboard. So it's supposed to just redirect to the dashboard. I think appointment, something like that. Okay, so now what I just want, first of all, this is cheating, but we should be able to have the appointments. Okay, these ones must be not under doctor appointments or something. I need to view doctor appointments. There's a user appointments. We just need to go to, okay, so there is this one. It just like landed right now, as you can see here. And Tuesday, Anna Morrison, 1 p.m. and is pending. So what we would want to know is the doctor we sent this, because the appointment was created, everything was nice. So we could just go and see the details of this doctor. Uh, I think we can check in the DB, something like that. I just want to confirm that this doctor was sent an email. So I think the email for the doctor is JB at, I must have received an email. Yes, I have the email here. Let me just view this email. Yes. So I have here a new appointment approval needed. And then here they say, Doctor Asumaji, you have a new appointment. Hey, doctor, you have a new appointment. So please review and approve by clicking this. So the only problem we have is with the button. Okay, the button doesn't look nice at all. We're just going to work on the button, but the email was delivered very well. Okay, so if you click on that button, it should be redirected. I just want to check this. Yeah, so the link also was the link was also done properly. It has everything. Okay, so what we want is two things. We have the appointments here. Now, if you look at the appointments that we have here, they should be appointments by ID. Okay, I don't know which type of appointments we have there, but let's first work on the side of the this side. I'm just going to work on the side of this user appointments. You see this page doesn't exist, so I'm just going to go here and we will have to go to user appointments. Okay, so I'm just going to go and this back in the dashboard. We have doctor. I'm just going to simply create user. We already have the user. He has nothing inside the doctor. I'm just going to copy the same folder we have for the appointments. Copy. Just come and paste it inside here. So where is the paste? So here we're going to have this to have all these. Okay, the appointments. If you go on the page, it just fetches the appointments. So you have to fetch appointment. For instance, this one, we need to first get some things. Okay. For instance, the patient, when he creates, when an appointment is created, if we check inside, there are two things we can use. So on this, we have the appointment. And if you just look at this, we have the patient ID. So we need just to use this. The problem is that the patient ID is not required, including even the doctor ID is not required. That shouldn't be the case. These are the two things that shouldn't be missing. Okay. And we can have all the appointments. There can be so many appointments. So these ones, an appointment shouldn't lack these ones. These two. I'm not sure if we have any appointment that was created and doesn't have these ones. So, because we are going to fetch using this for the patient ID and then for the doctor ID. So, how do we get the patient ID? So, the patient ID, of course, um, is that user. We have to go ahead and confirm some things. Let me just go back to that. Just go to the dashboard, user appointments on the page here. Um, basically, we need something. We need to get here is the current logged in user. So just going to say const. Okay. We need to get this auth. So just going to say const session. Session is equal to you. I think is use. Something like get server session. Let's path in auth options. So this one gives us the session from which we can get a user. Const. Okay. So we can just get const user and we're just going to we'll have to create an error page. Okay, or a something that we have to to route to when someone is not authorized. Okay, we're just going to have a component. We can just have a component that we can render. We're just going to have that component not authorized. So just before we do this, can I just create a faster a component here? Something like not authorized. So just say not. We're just going to create this very well, but for now, not authorized. Dot tsx. Okay, RFC. Okay, so just going to go here and just put here h2 a not authorized to view this. This page. Okay, just going to have this. So just go back to this. We could just call it with a message. I don't know. I just leave it like this. For the page, anyways. So here, this is just a user and const session get server session. So you can just get here user is going to be session a dot user. Okay, just go and put this dot user, and from getting the user, okay, this session user does not exist or something. Await. So you say await. Okay, that one will solve our problem. Okay, so we have the user, and we can just say, for instance, if user a dot role is not equal to, so if user role is not equal to user, we're just going to simply just say redirect, or we're just going to say return. So just going to return this component that we just created, not authorized. Okay, so that's what we're just going to return if they use a role just like this. Okay, so if the user role is not equal to the user, is going to see this. And otherwise, we're just going to go now get appointments. We fetch all the appointments by ID. So this will just be appointments by ID, something like that. I'm just going to go to this get appointments. So we might just duplicate this to get appointments by ID. We have appointment and appointments by ID. So get patient appointments, get, maybe you say get patient appointments, because they might be just many, not just like here, just made the first one, but patient ID. We just pass the patient ID, which is a string, of course. So you could just say get this, we just say find appointment order by descending, but we just say where. So you can just pass in where. And here we have the patient, we have the patient ID. Okay, we can just pass where patient ID, and this is just going to bring only for this patient. So just going to call this get patient appointments, and just going to go back to this page here, just like this. Import this, and we have to pass in the ID. So here you have to pass in user dot ID, just like this. Okay. Just like this, and this definitely should just return back the appointments, and then feed them into this home card, blah blah, and so on and so forth. Now let's just go ahead and show now. So you can see use appointments as a this. So all these appointments, they are by this one person. Let me just reload. Okay, this is also very true that we have been. No, it can't just be. Mm, these are the ones which are not his. It can't. It cannot be. Mm, let's just see what is the problem. I'm just going to go to the side. Where patient ID. Mm, how comes? How comes we are seeing all these appointments? Let's just first go ahead and console.log them. Let me just go ahead and console.log these appointments. Now just going to see what is happening. So console.log appointments. Okay, so I'm just going to open the terminal and try to look at these appointments. Okay, compiled. Okay, so we have the doctor ID and we have the patient ID. Okay, so this is 96. It ends with 96A. I'm going to go and see another one. Oh, and here is just only one actually. Hmm. It is one actually. If you just see it, it is only one. Okay, so I get the components that is showing the appointments is another one. So you can see here should be showing one appointments. Okay, I get. This one is another component that is showing that. Okay, so let's go to this layout. Okay, and then to the layout, we're going to first put the other logic. We put in the page. Okay, and I think if we put this logic in the page and the layout, I don't think I would need this one here, but let me copy this and put in this layout. So before this here, we're just going to get the same thing we did here with these appointments on the page. Is it this page here? Just going to get this in the layout. Okay, I import not authorized. And just down here, I'm just going to replace with this. Okay, gate patient like this. Okay, so you're just going to go ahead and remove this. Okay, so now if we go ahead, first of all, let's go back to the page. Now we can just remove this console. Okay. Okay, so let's just see now. Okay, so we have one a appointments. My appointments he has this one. We're just going to use to take off this and so on and so forth. But right now, when you go to the detailed page, we still have a long press, but we're just going to work on this in a second. This is good. The only thing we just need to protect is something small. We need to protect a couple of things on the page, but for now, this is great. He can see his appointments. He has one appointment, and then we shall also just change the card how it looks a little bit. And the good thing is showing them it is pending, the date when they made it, and the appointment time. Okay, the appointment time. It is Tuesday. This 1 p.m. Maybe this one you should just interswitch them. I'm just going to interswitch this. This time, this 1 p.m. should be here because that is the time for the. Let me just do that before I forget. So just go to this, go to the layout, list panel. Okay, so we shall just like do some if statement here, but for now I want to interswitch something. The first name, let's say Annie Morrison is going to take what we have 19 minutes ago. Where we have 19 minutes ago, we have the appointment time is going to be switched with uh, the status approved. I think it's inside here. Yeah, this div here. So this div, I'm just going to inside switch it with a this Control C, just add this one here, and then cut this, and let's go and add it here. And this one is to make more sense, because if just like you made an appointment on Tuesday, June 11, 1 p.m. Okay, this one makes sense, and this is 22 minutes ago, so that one makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so that one is okay now. So one thing we just need to do is to look at the details. We know very well that this one is in the where is the details? This is not in this, it's just into the user. A user, just like so, and everything remains the same. If we go to now, this is just like be saying not yeah. So this is going to be taking to the user appointments, then ID, user appointments, then ID. Let's just see. Wait and see. This will just take to that page. Okay, so we are on to that page. Okay, user appointments ID. Okay, so what you have to protect is this. You should just see all the absolute place nights, a date of birth, email. These are these person's details. Okay. The only thing we just need to protect is we have to update some things here. And where we have this one, we need to circle this to have, for instance, the meeting time, the meeting link. We're just going to add the meeting link. He can click on the meeting link and so on and so forth in this card. So just going to update this card. This is where the meeting link will be. So going to this details. Okay, we want to use this same for both of them, so we need to change. So I'm just going to go to appointments, a view, blah blah, to this. If I just go a second up, I'm just going to go to we have doctor and doctors. What is that? I think we're just going to will work on that. So if we just go to view, there is this detailed page. Okay, there is a appointment. So here we get appointment by ID. So that one is okay. We are fetching a single appointment. Yeah, okay, getting all these. Okay. So the whole thing comes where we have this update appointment form. Okay. So we might not need to show this. Okay, for instance, if the user that is currently logged in is not um the role is not a doctor. So I'm just going to actually this we can just like remove it because this is just currently hard coded on this. So I'm just going to go to this. Maybe I will just get the card only, but other things I really don't need them. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy whatever we have inside here and just simply run back to this page. I don't want to pass in anything here really. I'm just going to pass in and paste this. First of all, I'm just going to go ahead and also remove anything to do with the forms and all that. It doesn't need to do anything like confirming or anything. Just need to click the link. So I will also remove this. Okay. I will remove this. I don't know what this is all about. I'm just going to remove all of it also. I'll remove this section. Okay, so we have this, just going to say meeting, uh, maybe details. Okay, so let me just first go and remove this. Also just add this, for instance, maybe view link or copy link. Okay, then this one is going to be div, and then doesn't have to have any of this. Okay, we should just like out of errors and anything. Let me just refresh this page and we see. Okay, so we have this a meeting details, view link, and blah 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 blah. So we just need to create a nice card showing the meeting details. Okay, so the two things I'm just going to do is on the meeting details. This one I'm just going to leave it maybe to copy button. This one will be copy, but the details I'm going to put them down here. Okay. I'm just going to say maybe um I'm just going to minimize this. Okay, where is the border? That is where we have the border. Okay, here. So you're just going to have also this. For instance, the we have the. So we're also going to say if it is Google Meet or something. Okay, so I'm just going to say, for instance, Google Meet link. So I mean, this one has to be like a flakes items center and justify between. Let me just add this in H2, and then can we just add the link here, href. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so let's also go ahead and add. Uh, I'm just going to add this in dot padding y of 4, like so. Okay, so this is a Google Meet link. Now I'm just going to make this a button. Just going to say button. Okay, inside put this. So simply put here this one as child, and let me give yourself variant of maybe outline. Okay. Now I would want to would be better if I wanted add like the logos. I'm not sure if proceed. has like the Meet logo. It doesn't. Mm, presentation, a video. Okay, so there is this video. I think we can just use this icon to represent that this is a video, something. It's going to be here. I'm just going to go inside this. Okay, and let's add two things. Uh, this one is which icon? Okay, this video. So I'm just going to come in and just say video. And then I also add a span. Okay. Maybe just going to say view link or something. Maybe join a meeting. Okay, so here you're going to have the href. Um, Only this is going to show everything when it is accepted and it has a meeting link. So we're just going to do that at once. So here I'm just going to say appointment. So appointment dot a meeting link. Okay, we can just give this a default of this hashtag. Okay, so if I just go here, give this a class name, Vmara2, width is 4 and height 4. Let's go ahead and just view this. Okay, so we have this join a meeting, a nice, and this you can see Google Meet link. Just going to go somehow give this a class name of font semi bold. Okay. Mm, Now this one is going to be having the text here, and I guess this one should be mm, is going to be what appointment dot. There is something called meeting provider. Okay, and if this is not there, of course, to not show anything of which right now is not there. It should just show. Oh, so it has this default zoom. And just going to say to uppercase, to capitalize or something. And just say here capitalize, capitalize like this. Okay, so here you have the link. Here you have the zoom. Okay, so the meeting details. I think here we can just like quote the details. And we could just go where we have this header here. And we say, instead of just this, I'm just going to add the meeting. If you just go here and you say appointment dot the meeting, I think is appointment formatted date at, so this one is, I want to construct a string out of this, so just use these here. Okay, so just go here and put this, and then I'm just going to say add, and then put appointment dot time. Okay, so let's just go and see. Okay, so Tuesday, June 11 at 1 p.m. Okay, so this one is really cool. I think um, it tells the person clearly when the meeting is going to be. They cannot really get confused about when the meeting is going to be. I don't know if this we should just like shift it on top here, because like someone doesn't need to scroll to reach that. Um, Probably there should be like edit button somewhere, but they just like focus right now on those few things. So we have the meeting details and the meeting time, the meeting provider, and so on and so forth. So maybe this one, we should shift it to somewhere up. Let me just cut this. I'm just going to cut this here. Uh, so we have the appointment, the calendar, so on and so forth, appointment reason. Okay, think before this here. So before we put it, I think we need just to wrap this, and we say if, okay, if appointment dot, okay, dot status, I think. Okay, is equal to the status. I don't remember I don't know why we didn't make it this, and we're just going to say, and so when it is approved is when we want to be able to actually show this leave. So right now, let's go here and confirm. In the schema, you can confirm that appointment by default status is having pending. Okay. And on the other side, we have a pending, rejected, and I think another one was, why didn't we just put these ones in? I'm just going to create in appointment status. I'm not going to accept that. So I'm just going to create this appointment status in appointment status, just like that. Put just like this, and we can just say, for instance, pending. Okay. Um, Rejected, and then approved. Okay, so just have these three status are the ones we can just use. Okay, and so when you just come to the status. Um, just a string, and then this becomes an appointment status, and default then you pass in something. Sorry. So if you just do this now, not even this, if you just do this, see given this, okay? So by default, want to give it pending. It is the one you're going to be checking their side. Okay, just scroll down here in this. So now this will be equal to approved. So if this is equal to approved, then we'll be able to show this. Okay. But right now, they just first see pending just to see it because that's the default one, I guess. So you can see it had gone. But now it should just like come back. Okay, so this is going to place itself here. I think this is just a good a meeting details, Zoom, blah blah. You can just like do something right away. I just know the meeting is going to be on Tuesday, June at 1 p.m. You still have the time here because that's the big thing. Then you can join the meeting from here. Okay, and then I don't think there is anything else. Um, maybe a QSEC is going to say you can message the doctor or something. Um, we can just like put some actions they can do, like call doctor or send a message. Mm, I don't know. That maybe in future. We can just like put the icons, one for the message. Okay, one for the message, one for the message, and one for the email. Okay. In fact, one for the call. They can call the doctor or just message them. So I down here. After this, we could just like also have another one like this, and we could just like, for instance, okay, maybe communicate. I don't know the best word to use, but we could just like have, for instance, the call. So I'm just going to have two things. I can call, phone call. Okay, you can just do the phone call. So this side we're just going to add sort of like two buttons, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to add this button and then add another button. You can just like maybe email the doctor something mail. Something like this. Okay. Um, let's see how this looks like. Okay. So let's just go ahead and give some space Y. Okay. So just going to have these like so, and we're just going to leave it at that. They at least right now, we just want on it show this. If this is verified, the doctor can just come. I mean, the patient can just come here and view this. I'm just going to go ahead and I will only show this if it's approved. So here, just going to say approved. We just want the person to see this when it is approved. Okay, and maybe we just do this question mark, and maybe we provide something else. Okay, just going to do this. I'm just going to instead just do this meeting the status. Just going to just say in this um just just meeting status. So you're just going to go ahead and add the status. It's going to be appointment dot status. Okay. So instead here, we're just going to show anything. We're just going to show the meeting status. I so now it should just like show the meeting status right now. Okay. Just like this. And you can see it is showing pending. Whatever. So and so this is good. I can remove this border B. Just going to remove that. I think it's like not a meeting, appointment instead. Appointment status. Okay. Yeah. So in the other one, we're just going to change a little bit to instead of meeting, just going to say appointment. So this is going to be appointment approved. Yeah. So that makes sense. Okay. It makes sense. Now we can just like of course do a lot of things, but this is so far so good. They can click on the appointments. Okay, so just need to customize onto this. A They can create a new appointment. They should be able to create a new appointment. If it's a patient wants to create a new appointment with the doctor, should be able to create a new appointment. Okay, you have one appointment today. You could just say your appointments. You have one appointment, create a new appointment. I think this makes sense for both of them. They can create a patient. The one thing you want a patient to do all the time is create an appointment. Okay. Um, on the dashboard for the patients, we'll have to show some statistics like the the appointments, the doctors they have seen, something like that. but the most important page is actually my appointments. Okay. And maybe we could just like remove the dashboard. I don't think there is something they need on the dashboard. It might be something we just going to remove in the future. And the most important thing is to see the appointments. Even when we route this upon finishing the appointment, I'm just going to route to this. So when you go to doctor page on the front end, which is here, and you just go to the doctor details. So after successful creating, you see we just routing to this. We can just route to this instead. Okay, a dashboard use appointments. Okay, because the person who's making here is, the user. Okay, great. So they can just come and see the appointments. They can click in the appointments. They look at this status. So what we want is to log in as the other doctor, and then we try actually to approve, and we see if everything actually works as we want. For now, the user settings, there is nothing in the user settings. That's some page we can customize in the future, maybe the profile instead. For now, let's just make it like this. I'm just going to go and log out this person. In fact, let's just like create a new. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to go here. Try to. At least we have the details for this person. The email was this one. The password, we have it. We log in later on. I'm just going to log out. Log out. Okay. Let's log in as a doctor. Okay. Okay. So right now this is doctor. I just want to go and get the appointments. Okay. So you can see we have this Annie Morrison and on all these others. So what I just also want is we should be getting the appointments by this doctor. So going to this, I will do the same checks that we did. Okay, I'm just going to go to. So first of all, we have to get this back in the appointments. Instead, we're just going to get doctor appointments. So just going to do this, something like this. Gate doctor appointments. Gate doctor appointments. Should just pass in the doctor ID. And then down here, we're just going to find the menu, and this is going to be the doctor ID, just like this. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the dashboard, the doctors or doctor, I don't know, the doctor. But then appointments, and then in the layout, this is where the first thing happens. So instead of just getting appointments, we're just going to go ahead and just get this. Okay, we need to pass in the ID. So to do that, I'm just going to go here in the user layout. I'm just going to go ahead and just get all these things here. Get session, and at the same time get appointments. I'm just going to get all these, Control C. Let's go to the doctor appointments layout where we have this. I'm just going to paste this. Start with getting server session. Both options. not authorized, and then get appointments. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead here. If the role so right now is not a doctor, we should just go to this because this is for the doctors only. Appointments, we should just be able to also get the same thing. We pass gate. Now this is going to be gate doctor. Okay. Gate the doctor. Let me see. Gate doctor appointments. Gate doctor appointments. Just like this. We pass in the user dot ID. And in this case, of course, will be the doctor. If there is no doctor, then we are going to redirect that person. So after this, we should just have the exact appointments that belong to this doctor. And the same thing, we're just going to do it in the page. We have a few things we need to do in the page also, where we have this appointments. Okay. Um, okay. Can just go here. We have this, and I use it. We're just going to go through every time we get a chance, remove these, and I use the things like the panels, panel header, all these, remove them if you get a chance. Okay, so now we should just only see the appointments that strictly belong to this doctor. Okay, and yeah, we have been making appointments to this doctor. So if you just click on Ann Morrison, okay, so you can see this one takes to user appointments view, and this is nice. Look at this. Since this is in the layout, you can see a not authorized to view this page. This is so cool. This is so cool at all levels. So we're just going to design this page very nicely. We'll do this page nicely for now because it's going to use appointments. We need to do that to the card. So let's just go to the card that is showing the details. Um, on the appointments, the new button, new appointment. Go ahead and display card. That one has no problem. Appointments view ID. So I don't know why that he did that. I'm just going to go to page. I think not in the page, in the layout. So in the layout, I think it's because we're using one thing. We are all using the layout panel. So the fact we're using the layout panel, we need to differentiate. And one thing we're just going to push now is to come with the role, and this role is going to help us. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go to page. So appointments, we go back to the layout. So after getting the role, we could just easily just get a role since we have a user. And in this layout panel, you can quickly pass in the role. So it's a role. okay, is equal to user dot role. Okay, you could just like check this. So the role right now is a doctor, of course. So I'm just going to go to the list panel. I'm just going to accept the role here, and this role, I don't know if it's just going to be a string or something. We just get this from the appointment roles. If we had just right now, I'm just going to put a string because uh, and then I'm just going to from here. So the whole logic is on this. So I'm just going to go and put here dollar. I'm just going to say if role is equal to a user, this should just be, if this is true, this is just going to be user. Else is going to be a doctor. So this should just now put the right link depending on the person. I will just only consider if it is a user, it should be user, it is doctor. And now with that, I'm just going to go back to the appointments. Now you can see it is pointing in the right direction. It's going to take us to the doctor. Okay, so we're just going to see here, we can have a this. I'm just going to go ahead and add the meeting link and approve the meeting. So I'm just going to say meet, Google Meet, new meeting for later, and copy this. Go back here in the meetings, choose Google Meet, and just put this approve. And I just want to go ahead and update this. Okay. So this was updated, and you can see now the status changes to approved, which is nice. So what I just want to do right now is to log in. So before we just go ahead, we should just like go ahead and fetch the patient list of patients. Maybe we're just going to do that in a minute. What I just want right now is to go ahead and check right now, log out. So I'm just going to go ahead and log out. Let's go ahead and just log in as this person here. You had this email, something like this. The password was, I think, password. Just go and log in. Okay, so the role is a user. I'm just going to go and go to appointments. And then you see just right now, so the meeting is now approved. Okay, and if you just click on it, okay, so we still have this issue. Uh, how is it saying the role is a doctor? I'm just going to refresh. This shouldn't just show doctor. That means this is not working properly. Um, by the way, this role should be just user role. I think like this. from Prisma client. I'm just going to go ahead and just console.log the error here. Okay, I just want to see the error here. This is in the list panel. I don't know exactly where this is going to be. But this is use client. Let me see. Okay. So let's go to let's inspect. Oh, okay. We have an undefined this undefined. Okay, so the error is not being where defined. I'm just going to go check. This was coming from the layout, right? Oh, okay. So the first time it was from this, so we have to pass in. That's why we have issues in the user, also in the layout. So you have to pass in the error. Okay. So this needs error. So let's pass in the error, and this is user dot error. Okay, so that's why like now we think we have peace. Okay, I think right now we are good. Mm, yeah, so down here we are okay. There is no issues. So this now should just reflect in the right thing. Because just reflect and get the right thing. Yeah. So now you just click this. Okay, so you look at this now, the status is approved, and it's because we haven't pushed. Let's just go ahead and push because of the statement we made in here. Okay, let me hope if I push, I won't break anything. I'm just going ahead and push. Okay, so I'm just going to say npx prisma add push, and of course, and npm run a. So I want to thank those ones who are constantly subscribing. Thank you so much. And those ones who share the content. Thank you so much. Those ones who have gone ahead and bought the course. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate the support. So thank you so much. I appreciate. If you're liking the content, at least please subscribe, like the video, and yeah, and if you want to contact me, just go into our WhatsApp group. That's where we do most of our things. Okay. So it seems like everything is okay. Let me just go ahead and refresh. If you have any app ideas, you have anything you want to contribute, you're highly welcome. Um, you can suggest in our group. You can do, a number of things you can propose within our group. Okay. So here we're having undefined. Can we first go back to fetching all these stuff? All of a sudden, we are not getting back the users, and it must be something that we have done. They are still logged in, but we can't just get any information about the appointments. I don't know what we broke, but Prisma find many invocation. A value approved is not found in enum because we had already some of them which have this. Okay. Um, so what we can do is that mm, we could just go ahead and uh, delete all the appointments. Mm, because most of them they had the other small approved. Now we just gave it the one in the enum. Okay, so we have to change that. Mm, so alternatively, what we could do is just going back here on this enum. I just go this enum. So this is going to be a pending, a rejected, and then approved. It doesn't matter like if just like small letters or capital letters or something like that. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Okay. Uh, okay. Default. This now doesn't count. This. Okay. Just do this pending. Okay. They just go ahead. We could first clear everything, and then let's go ahead and run this. Now, meanwhile, we just need to change a couple of things. Sorry, we need to change a couple of things like I don't know, appointments ID. This side we had somewhere appointments. Okay, let's first go to the user first here in the status, because after generating this, you'll see now it gives us this. So just say pending. Okay. Where is another place here? It should show us somewhere. It's giving us this appointment. I don't know why is it to bring this error. Property appointment, which is declared here, type is this, blah blah. I don't know if it is just like a problem of if the appointment exists, I think we just like do if the appointment and appointment dot ID, and then if this, then we can just go ahead and just put this. We could just like do that logic to check if the appointment really exists, and then we can just like send this and we avoid the problem. So that means like this update form will only exist if the appointment ID actually exists. Okay, we save a tons of errors, and then let's refresh one more time. Let me hope we will not have the issues. Development is just like that. It's just like I think a cycle of a debugging all the time, you know. And when you do this so many times, you now enjoy it. Just like do the debugging and get the problems done. Okay, so good. So you can see now we have the appointments, and it is saying and Morrison approved, and let's go to this. Why is it showing status approved just like this? And to this is specifically to the user. We just need to go to down here to this page, and also here where we have this. So somewhere on top here, we made a something status to have this. If the status is not just like pending, this one should be just approved. If the status is approved, really, that's what we want to do. Okay, yeah. So you can see appointment approved, a June this. Now what I just want is you can see that we have here a Google Meet. Okay, we have Google Meet, and if I just try to right click and open this opens a Google Meet link. Okay, so I think this is a really great. Okay, that's a really great functionality over there. Okay, when the meeting is approved, and we can do that. So one more thing, I think we can also work on is we can work on is this a new appointment? Okay, new appointment. I think new appointment is supposed to be not that hard. We could just add when he goes here on the my appointments where he has this new appointment. So you can just create a new appointment page. So user a here where we have the appointments. So when he clicks on this, we can just like either use this space. This space is still big to do what we want to do, and what we want to simply do is show a list of doctors, and then he can choose the doctor they want. And probably what we're just like trying to do actually, we are doing the same thing. Let me just duplicate this. We just like trying to take him back to the appointment page. Okay, we are trying to take him to the appointment page. uh, oh, just like actually create a nice form. wanted to show him like the doctors. We could just list these doctors, and then because he needs to see these doctors, and then and then you can just go ahead and choose which doctor, and when after that it will take them to the doctor detail page. Okay, they can read more about the doctor. It can be just the old doctor or the new doctor. We could just try and maybe show that, but we could just like take them back to this page, and I think it is the same thing. They can read about the doctor, because even if we do it from the back end, they still need to come to the doctor's page, make the booking, and do all the stuff. So the easy way is to go when they are this side, um, where are we? Here on my appointments. So I'm just going to go to this part, okay? To this spot here where we have this new appointment, so on and so forth. Um, we just saw the component when they click on this. Maybe we could just create a user appointments new. Just create that. I think that is more easy. So the way we have view here, I'm just going to go here and create new folder. So just say new. Then inside this new, we're just going to create page a.tsx, just like this. RFC. So you can just say RFC. Okay, and then just say here to maybe new doctor. Okay. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and I said just like I'll put the link here. But now you just like simply choose this. We should just like show something like this page, this the televisit, and this. What they can choose the doctors. Okay. So for that case, what am I going to do on this? Can we just go back to front page? Okay, let's get the doctors, telehealth doctors, and then we have the doctors list, which takes in the either the in person or something like that. Okay, I'm just going to copy this. Um, just going to copy all this return statement. Maybe copy everything here. Let's go to the new here. Paste everything we have here. We remove a few things. This is new appointment. So we have all the doctors. We get all the doctors. They both the telehealth and this. We just don't need this. So just need to show the doctors list, and maybe with the heading that says select the doctor of your choice. Just go and remove all this. Okay. Let's first look at how this one looks right now. So when he goes to the page, users page, where we have this new appointment, they're just going to pass in the link. So this one should just take into the dashboard. Um, Dashboard user appointments new, just like this. I think In this display card, we have the same new button. Okay. So now this one is it we need to get us this. So this the display card can also take in the href the way we did here, because now the new button takes in this. We can just go to wherever it is, page. I think it is on page here. Let's go ahead and just pass in the href. Okay, I'm just going to pass in this href. Okay. Maybe we just call it new appointment link. New appointment. Okay, just add this. For now, just going to add this. Okay, so just copy this is a string. So add it here. Add it here. And just scroll down and then just add it here. Okay, can just scroll down. This simplifies. That means we have one error this side of the doctor appointments page. Just simply pass in this. Okay, and this one's going to be for this one is going to be a dashboard, a doctor appointments new. The same thing is going to be the href for this here. Okay. Okay. So sorry I'm building this. So if you just go back in the site and you try to create on this new appointments, let's refresh a new appointments, you can see it is going to that. So let's see what happens on that page. Okay, so because we have the layouts, we have this layout. Everything you put in the user, you only have this space. Okay, so because of that, um, and by the way, this space could be enough. Okay, only that in this, let me just go to this appointments. Just a second. If you went to new, this doctor list, we need to just give it. I believe we are using Doctor Carousel. Okay, so this is the problem. Is this is a carousel? Okay, on the mobile, I don't see how there's supposed to be two items or even one, but I'm not seeing it doing that. Here we just might just need to list them. Really, there is no need of doing this. So what I'm just going to do is um, at this point, you're still looking at your appointments, I think, which is nice. I'm just going to go to these new appointments. Okay. So let's just create this to be nice. I'm just going to give start with maybe I'm just going to start with H2. Uh, Select the doctor, select the doctor to continue. Okay, so now you can just like browse through the doctors. Let's go and see. I'm just going, of course, to create a. I might just like put all the doctors for this case. Maybe just like differentiate. I put them into sections the way these ones are. Okay, I'm just going to put here a heading maybe of the they just go have the same kind of things like the doctor list or something. Just going to click here something like doctor uh, list tsx rfc h2 of a doctor list. Let me just go and get this carousel. So in this carousel, I just want to get the card. This is what I'm more interested in. So this doctor card, the good thing we have the doctor card. I'm just going to go ahead and map this doctor's list. We already have doctor's list already. Okay, we already have the doctor's list. We can just, it is going to be somehow confusing with this one. Let me just rename this. I'm just going to just talk about um, appointment doctors, just like that. Appointment doctors. Okay. So in this one, I'm just going to go ahead and have a. Do we need to do this? Just a second. I just don't need this. So in the new, I'm just going to remove this. Okay. So I will start by, because we have to have this doctors and these ones, I'm just going to start by doing, for instance, a div dot padding y of form. I'm just going to put h2 of, for instance, 30 headed, a doctors, and down here, we're also going to have a div of maybe in person doctors. Okay, so down here I'm just going to do a map. So dot we have we're just going to have this where we have like health e doctors dot map. So we have item. So just have a doctor, and then maybe with the index. Do we need index really? So return doctor card. So I'm just going to return here doctor card. So just have this doctor card. I'm just going to go ahead and give a key of maybe doctor dot id. So if you just continue here on this, doctor card takes in this two things is in the person is true and then the doctor is the doctor. So I'm just going to go ahead take in these two things. Okay. So is in person is false. So this I'm just gonna say false. The doctor is equal doctor, just like this. Doctor is equal doctor, this one. Okay. And then similarly, down here, just going to do this. Just leave like that. So you're just going to say in person doctors, and then this one is going to have true, I guess. And for these ones, what you're just going to do if, for instance, this is not there, I'm just going to do this. If teleheaders doctors, okay, and a teleheaders doctors dot length is greater than 0, only and only, just want to show this. Okay. I think, yeah, just like this, exactly the same thing with these ones. Okay, you don't want to show them if there is nothing, so just come here and they say in person doctors. Okay, if they're there, and in person doctors, a dot length is greater than 0, only if that, then you want to show this. Okay, so now at least we should just have something. C, select doctors to continue. At least we should just take off this. Can we first take off this thing here? Okay. Okay, so we have a one. We also have this a telehealth, and then we have in person. So just going to center this is going to be one card, I guess. Okay. Um, hmm We're just going to show them just in one column, and because of that, I'm just also going to center them very well. So what we can just do is give a class name before this. Let's start with the one which is there, which is in person. Class name. We could just give this grade, and then you press items center. Since it's like press items, let's just first see. Should just be able to. Okay, we have these doctors. Just gonna say font, say my board, padding Y03, just to, you know, so this is the same experience you will get. Um, we could just go ahead and get like this one text, maybe 3x there. Okay, so let's just go and see. We have in-person doctors. So I don't think I think at this screen to need the doctors to be of this size. Okay, we might just like have to design a nice card for the doctors. After all, might just like need like this one is just like nice to go to a doctor and get right away the times they are available, so on and so forth. Okay. Um, the concept of centering them, I think I don't like it. I'm just going to first leave them. Maybe this one, just going to cut this, add it on this. This one, just leave it the way it is here. On the left somehow. So with this, we don't need to do any other coding. That's the good thing. We don't need to do any other coding. We can just like stay with this. Okay. I'm just going to go and add to this EX04. So can also add margin bottom of 3. Just push this a little bit. Okay. So here just going to we're just going to do the same thing to this. I don't know why the length is saying is greater than 0. Just going to go here. This one, they hit it. They hit it. The doctors. Okay. Okay. So, with that, we have that covered. It has the headless doctors. I don't know as if it is saying that the headless doctors returns an array greater than one. I don't know why it does that. Oh, okay. The doctors, I think they are there, but mm, I don't know why it has to show that. We can also just have the heading saying you have to select the doctor to continue. So you can just go ahead and just give me a second. Okay, so where are we? Let's see. Okay, so you have all these weird headings. What are you going to do to them? I don't know why telehealth doctors is showing up. For sure, I don't know why. I don't think, first of all, we need to show this heading. If a person goes to that, he will know what to do. Now, what I'm wondering is why is this? Um, I'm just going to go ahead and console.log the telehealth. I don't know why these ones are showing up. This is, I'm not so sure if there is. Mm, hmm. We have some doctors. Okay, this one is Asuman JB. Is if you look at them, this is the in person. Okay, this one is the Harris visit. Which ones are we considering? This one is saying empty. I'm not sure which one are we considering. Okay, because there is this one which shows which is showing this empty array. I don't know if that is the one. Greater than zero. Okay. Mm, okay. So far, so good. Okay, I think the doctors are there, but then the time, that's why we fixed the time thing. I don't know where we did that. Okay, I'm not so sure where we did that. I think it is. within the card, because at least we have a this. So here inside we have access to the doctor. I think we also have to do an O operation, but because within this doctor you have the doctor profile, and on the doctor profile you also have the variability, just like so. Uh, so we have the doctors, the array here returns, but then the inside of the doctor card is where we actually ask ourselves whether we should render the doctor details or not. Okay. Mm, maybe inside here we could check and say something. It is why we are getting these times, I guess. So you can see here they're checking if times greater than 0. So instead, what we're just going to do is render another UI, and just going to do this, and here I'm just going to do go ahead and do this. I will just go and see, for instance, a no doctors for this day. Okay, so this should just like render here. No doctors for this day. Okay, so you can see no doctors for this day. Okay, for the telehealth, we could also, I think, know that the because we have the doctor profile. Okay, so we just say no, and we access the doctor, and we say doctor profile dot operation mode. So we could just say like, no telehealth doctors for today, I guess. Let's see what is going to render. No telehealth visit doctors for this day. Okay, this is great. So we can just like have now televisit, and then we have these doctors. No in-person doctor visit doctors, but we have them. Uh, why is that showing on all of them? Mm, if times and times the length is greater than 0, if this is true, we need to show this. Else we need to show this. So how comes it is showing down in the second card? So this is showing it like, oh, okay. It is showing it as, okay, I understand. This is for the card itself. Okay, okay. So this is for each card, so they can be two doctors, and then it won't show. So this won't work for now. this one to work for now. We're just going to first leave it like this. We're going to leave it like this. So we need to have a way on getting a this, and even this is sort of the filter could actually would have been done their side. We could just go and use some or something like that to return in here, but let's first leave it like so. So this person can just go and create a new appointment. Okay, I select any of the doctors. If they click here, it takes them to a detailed page and they continue with the process. Okay, good. I think for now, what we have done is great. The one thing that was remaining is upon approval of this, would send this person, would send them another email telling them that um their confirmation or their staff was approved, because how else would they not because they would have to be checking all the time here. I think we can just do that. I'm just going to go to the doctor. So typically this is on the doctor's side. I don't know why in the appointments we're having a lot of this. More so on the create appointment. Something is not right on creating a new appointment, apparently. With the data. Patient ID is here. Required patient ID is incompatible string, senior type string. Okay. So the patient ID cannot. Okay, just go back to this. This is the types. A doctor ID and then the patient ID. We cannot just allow that. So now appointments, still here, create a new appointment. We still have a number of them. Uh, they're all on the data update, even on update. Let's first finish up with this. So what else? Status incompatible. Type string is not a so property type status are incompatible. Type strings send to appointment status. Okay, so status. If you just go down here, status is going to be user. Okay, appointment status, just like this. Okay, we remain with only one still on the data. One more, and this one is about what? Okay, and here you're saying what type string. Type of status are incompatible. String is not sendable type. Where is string coming from? Mm, I don't know where this is right now coming from because we have. Oh, this is on the update. Okay. So updates. This appointment updates props. Let's check this status. Should be to appointment appointment status. And since we are here, these the good thing that the ones we have here they are the same as their site. So that's great. So that one is gone. And since we are here, that's a great on handle update. This is where we're supposed to send the Zoom. Sorry, the email. So in this update by appointment ID, so here supposed to send another email. So I'll just go ahead and copy things we have here. We have the resend. I will also move this base URL outside. I'm just going to put them here. The resend and base URL outside because we're going to be using them a lot. So go ahead and just copy these things here, including sending and validating. So copy this and let's go them here where we have update appointment by ID. I think this is the one. And after the update has been done, we can just go ahead and do this. Okay. So the good thing when you update, you return back the appointment. Now here we want things to do with the patients. Okay. Here we want things to do with the patients. Obviously, we would want the patient ID. In the data that comes back here, we have status, meeting link, and the meeting provider. Maybe the another thing just going to pass in is the patient ID. Here, I'm just going to pass it in here, patient ID. So I don't know how we are going to get this. Actually, we have this. Um, we have this patient ID on this. So when the update is done, we can just go ahead and just say const a patient ID is going to be updated appointment dot wait. Uh, this is just I think what does it return? Because it is supposed to return an appointment something. Yeah, it's supposed to return that. So I'm just going to say this. It should just have the ID on it. Okay, so after getting this, actually this is going to be the patient ID. So after getting back the patient ID, we can just go ahead and fetch the patient. Const a patient is equal to await a Prisma client dot, okay, dot uh, dot user dot find unique, okay, where ID is patient ID, just like this. So we get the patient, we just go here, get these ones, a patient name, patient email. So the link now is going to be use appointments, and then this is going to be updated appointment.id. A message, you can say uh, your appointment. So you see here, your appointment has been approved. Has been approved. You can view the details. You can view the details here. Okay. So just going to just give it subject here. Okay. Uh, appointment approved, and just say here appointment approved. So mm, so the message is okay, and the link. How about this? What do they mean does not exist on that? Update? Is that updated or update? Uh, how does it say that updated dot id? Okay. Revalidate path. This is, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be, you can update this, and so you can also revalidate path these user appointments. Um, I don't know what to. I think that one is okay. Only that the button, we're just going to go and change this a little bit. And this button has, by the way, issues. I think the button has a proof of href. I just want to see. I think it has href, yeah. So we don't need to put a link inside. You can just put this link direct here on the button. Okay, so here we just simply put view appointment. So here, just going to say view appointment. This works for both of them. Okay, so we have the good thing. We still have this for this person. So right now we are just logged in as users. So I'm just going to go ahead and, for this appointment, I'm just going to go and it cannot just be just only just approved. It can be rejected. So we might just be thinking that it has been approved or it has been rejected. Okay. So maybe we could just like check that. Only we send emails when they are confirmed or something. Okay, so what I just want is to see this person receiving you see this person receiving the email. I'm just going to log out. I'm just going to copy this email for some reason. Log out. Want to log in as a doctor. We still have this guy's email open. Okay, this one. Back to inbox here. I just want to see, so just come here and we have JB. I'm just going to log in here. Okay, just go to appointments. Let's see if we get any errors anyways. Okay, so we have this one which is already approved. I guess if we still click it, it should be okay. So this time if you click on this update and just as this appointment updated successfully, and you can just see here medical app appointment approved just now. And if you just go here, dear, okay, so we don't just need to put this dear thing. You have new appointment. You have a new appointment. Okay, okay, here we have to change this message also. Okay, your appointment has been approved. You can view it here. So if you just do this, let's go and see if this will open it. Okay, so this takes into this makes sense. The person who is logged in is this, but you can see it routed to the right place. Okay, user appointments view this. So this is great. But of course, this person is not authorized to view this page. The doctor cannot view the patient's appointment. Okay, so this is great. We have moved so far with the app. We can send now. We just need to do a couple of customizations. For instance, removing this dear doctor. Okay, and we can just like prefix this only if he's a doctor or something. We could just like send a role or something. We could just send a couple things. Maybe even a title. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to go and remove this before I forget. We're already here. New appointment, dear. So this one. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this for some reason because you actually have this. It is the same as this one. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. Uh, you have this, and then you have also this message. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove this. Just like this, and then now we can just have this and the text message. Okay, great. So far so good. There are a number of things which we can do. The doctor can review. So in the next episode, we're just going to look at the some other things like listing the patients and also settings. We have still a few settings, but the is we are starting to get into wrapping up. And then next video, just also going to host this. We'll host the whole entire site. Make sure it is online. We suggest also start putting these things, the headers in person when you click on these. Yeah, starting to wrap up this whole entire thing. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for thank you so much for watching this episode. See you in the next one.